Imagine finding an old blurry video from years ago. 480p, shaky, noisy, almost unusable. Now, imagine turning that into smooth, stabilized AI-enhanced footage in just a few clicks. And no, this is not some online scam website or cloud AI tool that takes hours. This software can upscale videos, stabilize shaky footage, increase frame rate, download videos, compress huge files without killing quality, record your screen, and even restore and memorize using AI. Today, I'm testing one of the craziest all-in-one video tool I've used recently. So, the software is called VideoProc Converter AI by DGRT Software, and unlike traditional video editors that are heavy, complicated, and require powerful hardware, this one focuses on speed, simplicity, and AI-powered enhancement. The interesting part is that it combines multiple tools into one software. Instead of using separate apps for video conversion, compression, downloading, AI enhancement, stabilization, screen recording, everything is built inside the interface. To download the software, head over to the website and download according to your operating system. Links are in the description. After installation, interface looks clean, easy to use, professional, and straightforward. Let's start with the feature that honestly impressed me the most, AI Super Resolution. I tested it on an old low-quality clip that looked soft, noisy, and pixelated. Normally, when you upscale videos manually, they become sharper but also ugly and artificial. But here, the AI actually constructs details surprisingly well. So let's have some real-time test for our videos and pictures. Now, I wanted to try something more extreme. So instead of using a modern clip, I tested one of the oldest and most famous videos on YouTube. The very first video uploaded video at the zoo. The original footage is extremely low quality, only around 240p, soft, blurry, and heavily compressed. Perfect for testing how far the AI can actually go. Inside VideoProc Converter AI, I loaded the clip into the Super Resolution tool. First, this test, I selected device CPU and GPU AI model Gen Detail V3, scale 4x, output resolution is 4K. Then I enable high quality mode and started processing. This is where things got interesting. The software didn't just stretch the video bigger like normal upscaling. It actually recovered texture, improved sharpness, clean compression artifacts, and made the footage look like far more watchable on modern displays. So let's have another test, old school photos restoration. Videos aren't the only things I wanted to test. I also tried restoring an old low-resolution school picture. The original image looked faded, soft, and lacked details, so I imported it into the AI section. For the test, I used device same as CPU and GPU, AI model Gen Detail V3, scale 4x, you can also try 2x and lower as well. And then I let the AI rebuild the image. The result honestly shocked me, and they look really impressive. Edges became cleaner, facial details looked sharper, and the image felt more modern without looking overly artificial. This kind of feature is genuinely useful if you have old family photos, scanned memories, or low quality images from older phones and cameras. If you shoot handheld footage, especially while walking, you know how annoying shaky clips can be. And sometimes stabilization inside phones just isn't enough. So I tested VideoProc stabilization feature on shaky outdoor footage, and honestly, the results were stunning, professional, and beautiful, with more stabilized videos. If you talk about AI frame interpolation, this next feature makes videos look dramatically smoother. Basically, the software generates extra frames using AI to make motion smoother. So a regular 24 frame per second or 30 frame per second clip can look much smoother like high frame rate footage. And if we skip video converter and compressor, then that wouldn't be fair enough. One thing creators struggle with constantly is huge file sizes. Especially if you shoot in 4K, this software can compress videos heavily while still keeping surprisingly good quality, and it supports tons of formats too. So let's talk about the most wanted feature, that is Video Downloader. It also has a built-in video downloader which is useful if you need offline references, tutorials or footage for editing workflow. You know how hectic it is to have YouTube, Facebook and other videos on your gallery. It can solve those problems. If you use this software on macOS, then you already know that most of the screen recorders on Mac devices are paid. But this video process software got a screen recorder. For tutorials, creators or gamers, the built-in screen recorder is actually pretty useful. You can record full screen, webcam, audio or picture-in-picture setups. Let's talk about the performance plus GPU acceleration. Many such software are heavy, but this one is cool for devices with normal configurations, can be handled on any computer with low specifications. One thing I noticed immediately was the speed. The software supports GPU acceleration, so rendering and processing feels much faster compared to CPU-only tools. And here is my honest verdict. After testing it properly, I think the biggest advantage here is convenience. Instead of installing separate converters, separate AI tools, separate stabilizers, separate screen recorders, you basically get all in one toolkit. So obviously it's not trying to replace Hollywood level editing software, but for creators, YouTubers, students, social media editors or people restoring old videos, it's genuinely useful. If you want to check it out yourself, I'll leave the link in the description below, and if you test the AI enhancement features yourself, especially on old footage, let me know how your result, because honestly that part surprised me the most.